Okay, I showed you guys how to do most of this already, but I'm going to go through this one because I did do this one a little differently. For the tip-ins, I changed some of her tip-ins to pink bow theme. I'm doing a She Reads Truth Bible. I printed my header stickers. I made me a verse directory in Canva. I typed up some little prayers and printed those on transparent sticker paper as well. I'm going to use those later. Scrapbook paper, lace, and washi tape. For the header stickers, I'm going to cut those out. I already showed you guys how to apply those. I'm going to apply these on the top of each book of the Bible page. For the verse directory, I'm going to pick a color and a nation tab and just stick it over the name. You'll be able to read the name through the tab, but that's just the way to color code. And then we'll use that verse directory guide in just a bit to highlight the verses. I'll try to make sure none of the colors are similar. And that big verse directory guide, I'm going to reference that. And I'm going to color code and highlight. I put a few things in the front. And so that way everything's color coordinated with the highlighter and the sticky note on the side of the page. So everything's drew together with that verse directory. Now for those printed prayers, I'm going to cut those out. I'm just going to cut as close to the words as I can. And it's transparent sticker paper, so it'll have no background, just the words once I pull the backing off. For the scrapbook paper, I'm going to just cut a square out. And I'm going to put my sticker on there. And these are just going to be cute little add-ins that I'm going to put on the pages with washi tape. In just a bit, I'll show you how I actually apply those. And that way, it just gives something cute. You can move them around if needed because it's washi tape. For the next part, I'm going to measure the actual Bible page. And then I'm going to take scrapbook paper with the measurements that I got. And I'm going to cut down some scrapbook paper. You can use these as a background for your tip-in, or these I'm just going to add in some around the books of the Bible. And this is just going to give an extra page where they can take notes, add stickers, decorate, things like that. It just all ties in together with the pink bow theme. And I'll always make them a little smaller than the Bible page because you don't want them to be sticking out of the side when the Bible's closed. And here's just showing you some of those. I use my scissors to make little rounded designs on them. But this is how I applied the little scrapbook paper prayers onto the page. And you can also put them in the seam like you would a tip-in. But for these, I'm just going to add them on the actual page like little cards. Let's see. And then I'll go on with the tip-ins. I normally use my scrapbook glue tape. You know, I preferred that. But I'm just using a glue stick for this one. The glue stick does hold all right. The scrapbook paper is definitely more permanent. And once you stick it in there, it holds it solid. I'm going to apply those little scrapbook paper sheets that we made the same way that I do the tip-ins. And then I used the Faith tag printer that was sent to me. I used that just to print. They have some pre-made Bible study things for like the soap method and things like that. So I used that printer. I printed out some of those and just added them in just to give the person a guide on studying and the books of the Bible. The last part will be adding the lace trim on the back. I tried this glue. It was recommended to me. This was the first time me trying it. It smells like super glue. It's fabric glue. I prefer hot glue. This one took a long time to dry and it didn't stick automatically. I had to keep pressing it down and wait for it to dry. So I probably will not be using that again, but I'm sure there's other great fabric glue options out there.